I was getting some sort of, I would say, fun, but I didn't get the joy. And each time I was like thinking like, what I'm missing here. And as soon as first time as I stepped inside the real underground rave, I would like to say, everything changed and I understood, okay, starting with this day, I will never ever go back to the nightclubs and so on. The main attraction points was the main stage. It was called Closet, or in Latvian Skapis. Why is it called like that? Because when you're going through the corridor, you just see at one side like this closet. You cannot like literally tell that there's some sort of an entrance that you can go inside. And as soon as you open the closet doors, we cut the hole through. And actually you can go inside the next room, and it was the main stage.
And he knocked on my door and he was like, I've lived in Netherlands. I know what you do with this kind of music.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I was also afraid of, being judged.
Hello, I'm Xen.
I'm Laurie.
And we are producers of this podcast.
Yes. And again, we're meeting in this unique place, Rave Institute.
Yes.
And this is our second series, finally. And I think the first one was actually really great.
I think it was horrible.
I think it was...
But like my friend told me like you're gonna be the worst judge for like yourself, because I was I watched it once and I was like, I hate it, and then I haven't watched it again, and then every time I keep
watching, you hate it more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I actually didn't like. I watched once, but I didn't watch like any more times, because we actually also got some feedback about it, like about the production and everything. And that's why we decided to change the theme as well.
Also, I think maybe it was important that we weren't such good friends, and then it was really awkward. But we're fine now.
We're fine now.
We're besties, basically.
Yes, because we have been to places.
Yes, we have seen things.
We have seen things, we have discussed things, and we have experienced things as well. One of them was the trip to Estonia.
Yes, it was my first 360 techno event.
Yeah.
That I never been to, like I never been. First of all, I don't think I have ever been to Estonia.
Yeah.
And it was like very interesting experience, since we didn't even go to Tallinn. It was to Tartu.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was to Tartu.
Yeah.
And I don't think I never been to Estonia, and it was just very interesting. And like I really liked the whole 360 concept that they had. And also the organizers were really nice. Like the whole event, the place was very nice. It was not very like commercial, so it was just it was a good time. And it was the first step of me going to Estonia really, really often now. So,
but is it also about like techno raves? Because did you go somewhere previously, or?
Yes, I've been to techno raves before. I've been to the event where you played in Palladium.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've been there because we were invited, and it was kind of my first
Crave night. Yes.
Yes, it was my first techno event. I think so, yeah, because I don't want to lie, but I think it was my first ever techno event, and we actually enjoyed it. Coming from a drum and bass head, it was a very, very good event, and I loved the venue as well. The sound was amazing, people were amazing. Also, like the lineup was great, so I literally couldn't fault it. And then the 360 event was also really good, because it wasn't just techno, it was kind of like a mixed as well. Because one of the DJs, she was playing a bit of UKG.
Nora.
Yes.
Oh my God, she was so amazing.
Yes.
We actually did a publication today about her.
Yes, I saw
she
that.
was like,
good.
I don't know, all the energy and everything, and how she feels the music. Like she's dancing to her set, like in front of the decks. It's like really powerful. A lot of DJs are like, standing there and not doing anything.
But also it was really funny, because if you remember when she first came in, and I thought that she was very kind of in her space, and I was like, oh no, I don't think she's like very nice. And then you were like telling me like, no, just give her time.
Give her time.
She's probably really nice.
Yeah.
Just give her time. And then when one of our colleagues was taking the interview from her, and she was like the most loveliest girl ever. And
She was
like,
so
"Yes,
friendly.
she's so happy and everything."
Yes, she was really friendly. And yeah, I also think the 360 event was really, really cool. First time I have been in Estonia for 360, also for me. But I think they did a really great job. Like, it was crowded, it was full, like, it was packed. And also, the people were so cool there. Like, all the interviews what we did, like, they're on the spot as well with, like, ravers. Also, I thought that Estonians are really, like, not really talkative, you know? Maybe, like,
I've been told that
close.
as well.
Yeah, people have told me this, but it was different there. I don't know. maybe because they are ravers. I don't know, but they were really friendly and they wanted to like have a conversation and talk as well.
No, yeah, definitely, 100%. I think I've been told this before I went to Estonia, and obviously knowing that, I don't know, like it's always like I think it's also like the drum and bass and techno. They always have this thing of like, oh yeah, the like their scene is very like closed off, or like the DNB is like very closed off and whatever. But it's actually not true. Like they were all really really cool people. Like
Yeah.
everyone who we interviewed was like no bad vibes, nothing.
Yeah. But talking about different events, like you went to London.
Yes, I did. Missed
How
Kitchen
many
Rave.
raves? How many raves?
Well, to be fair, not a lot. Like we went to, so I obviously went there for a wedding. Congratulations, guys. Had to mention. Obviously went there for a wedding. It was really
For a
cool.
raver wedding.
Yes, also it was
congratulations, my congratulations as well to you.
Yes, it was a ravers couple wedding. So obviously the DJ was playing a lot of. He was playing dubstep, drum and
Oh my
bass.
God,
It was like
so
such a
cool.
good mix. It was
So cool.
unbelievably cool. Then obviously I went to see my sister in another city outside of London, and one of the DJs was playing a DJ Hybrid. Sorry, not DJ Hazard was playing, and whatever. So DJ Hazard was playing in one of like places where I used to. It's really funny. I really wanted to say this on the podcast because so I went to this place. Never do this. I went to this place with a fake ID when I was 17 or 16. Yeah, times back then were different anyway. And obviously the city is very small. My dad used to work as a car mechanic. So the security on the door, they used to kind of look at me, look at the fake ID, and they're like, girl, we know your dad. and they used to just let us in anyway. And then when I obviously like when I turned 18, I was using my own ID, so it wasn't like a problem. And then the security has never changed throughout that time, so it was always the same guy who would be like, yeah, I'm not even gonna check, just say hi to your dad or whatever. And it was really funny. And then that place was really like, it has this like really scatty underground vibe. It was like people right now when we came. And obviously, me and my boyfriend were supposed to go to that event. And people were like, we were sitting in a pub and people were telling us, like, please don't go there. It's bad. Don't go there. It's bad. And I was like, I actually had really good times there. So I'm not really sure why. And when you used to go to like more underground raves, you kind of like, you're really used to the vibe or whatever. So it was fine. It wasn't a lot of people though, but it was a really good event.
How many people were there?
So, including us, I'd say like around 20. Which
what? It's so.
I know.
To DJ Hazard.
I know. Like I was quite shocked, and obviously like DJ Hazard. I don't remember what time he played. It was like maybe around 1 a.m. or something like that. And then the moment he started playing, more people turned up. So maybe at the end it was like 30 max people. But there was obviously like in that place, you have 3 or 5 different floors. And on each floor you had different music. I'm not sure what they've done now with the place, because obviously downstairs they were playing some pop music, and because it's a club, so everyone's welcome, not just obviously the DNB had some came for DJ Hazard, and you have different levels of music and stuff, and then they played the DNB on the very top floor where it used to be reggaeton. So yeah, but I mean, he was still having fun. I guess, I hope so. We still had fun, and so after that event, I went to Birmingham, and it was my first time in Birmingham as well. And we went to another big event with like a lot of DJs on the lineup. No, it was great, and it was more kind of I had to go to.
I saw the stories. I saw that you took Rave Tomorrow stickers and
Yes.
someone sticked on like shirtless guy.
Yeah, so the guy was so I took stickers with me for both of our lovely communities, and I decided that I'm gonna give I wanted to give stickers to everyone, but I didn't have enough of them because I already stick them everywhere in the Baltics, I think. So if you see the stickers, it was me. And I gave one to my boyfriend, and we were thinking where to stick it. And there was a shirtless guy in front of us, and he just went to him, and then he sticked it on his back.
Let's go.
Yeah, and then the guy basically he didn't even took it off. He just went with it. So maybe he still has it on his back. I don't know. I don't know what's the situation in Birmingham. So yeah.
Quite interesting.
Yeah,
You
but
had a lot of raves. Yeah.
tell me about the kitchen rave,
Oh my god.
because obviously I missed it.
Wow.
First of all, I missed 2 raves. I missed Resurrection Rave, and I missed Kitchen Rave.
I missed Pulse events.
Yes, you did.
Yes. So, but yeah, about the kitchen rave. It was so cool. I don't know, but throughout the years, it's really incredible to see how they get better and better by
But
each event.
you've been the one. How many were there? How many kitchen raves? Was it just this year and last year, or was it more?
I have been to 3 already. And
Oh,
this is
okay.
this was the 4th one. Sadly, I couldn't be there till the end because I had the flight to catch on. But it was really, really cool. Me and Diana we were raving sweaty in front. We were nonstop. We had really less time. So we we got behind the DJ and we raved for 1.5 hours until we were really, really exhausted.
Did I see a Cheetos?
Yes, Diana had this outfit.
Yeah, it was a cool outfit. Everyone still talks about it. I literally met a friend today, and he was still talking about he was still talking about the Cheetos outfit.
She already she already wore the outfit when we were in our pre-rave, because
Yes.
Rave Tomorrow we organized this pre-rave as well,
Which I missed as well.
which you missed sadly, but you needed to go to the wedding. I mean, it's completely normal, but it was also really cool, really close community. People who were there were so cool. We were just chatting with each other and discussing about rape culture, and also we did this survey thing about all of the questions in the Baltics. And actually I want to read out some things about it because it's really quite interesting. So most of the people who were in this survey were male.
Okay.
86% replied Latvia. So most of the Latvians, but there were also people who are who mainly rave in Estonia and Lithuania. So I was really shocked that we actually got people from there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then we asked which Baltic country is the hardest to find good quality raves in, and they replied, not sure.
What a great answer.
It's a great answer, yes, because I think they already have the chance to see all the events in our pages and in Rave Community Latvia and also in Rave Tomorrow's channels. Then we asked, what type of events do you prefer the most? And they had options like underground raves, mainstream club events, festivals, illegal raves, small parties, or I enjoy all of them. And most of the people actually replied that I enjoy all of them, but actually 32% was replying that underground raves are the most.
Was there an option for underground and illegal?
No,
Or was it the same?
only one reply. Yeah, you could only check the one.
Shame.
Yeah, I guess so. We will gonna do better in the next time. But I will scroll to the end because we had like this really interesting question. People could like write in one sentence, what does rave culture mean to them? And actually, it's so interesting that 5 people said the same word, freedom. Can you imagine?
Oh.
I think it's so cool, like, because 5 people, and we have like 28 replies to this. So it means
wow.
5 people replied freedom. It's so cool. And there are like so many things also what others said about it. Like, for example, my therapy, my home is the rave, music is my life. What else? Wait. Rave culture is rave culture is something I can finally feel free in. You know?
But it could be the same as freedom then.
Yes. Almost the same.
That's so cool. I'm really sad that I missed it.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Of course, we had also a feedback about the event as well. People who were there, they really liked it, but there were some people who really didn't like the location because they thought it was gonna be like more underground. My purpose was to show people in this pre-rave underground culture to everyone, so people can see the inside of underground, how it feels and how it looks. But some people who are in the underground thought that it's not a good way to show and present, So I was like, at the end I was like, I don't know, it's also really interesting because I think what underground means to me to a different person can be like a different opinion on it, So for example, if I think that underground is maybe something that can happen in like commercial place, for someone it's like, no, it can happen there because it's not anymore underground. So basically you need a tunnel and then you will gonna have only underground or something. So it's really also opinion, how people understand what is underground. But how do you think, what is underground to you?
For me personally, underground is kind of, so I had this conversation already because obviously I knew that we're gonna talk about this. I had this conversation with my friend that I have to shout out Brent. Brent, yes, this is your answer. Basically, we had this conversation yesterday when I asked him what do you think is the difference between underground and commercial mainstream or whatever. And basically he said which I kind of agree, is the capacity and the location. But also for me, I personally think that it's also about how DJs can kind of, so the underground vibe is when you get to experiment as well. So for example, if we take, let's say, something that is like a squat rave, which I will explain what is a squat rave, is basically there's a special type of raves in the UK, because obviously in the UK you have squat rides, and what are squat rides is basically you can find an kind of an abandoned or semi-abandoned place. The squatters, which are just regular people, they're not homeless people or whatever, they're just called squatters. They come to that place. They need to stay there for some period of time to kind of check whether or not someone's gonna come and kick them out, like the owner
Oh
or
wow,
whatever.
that's so interesting.
Yeah,
It's the first
so-
time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah.
Really.
You'd be surprised how many places like that are kind of they're taken by squatters, and you can't kick them out because they have the rights to be there, so they need to stay there. I'm not gonna lie right now, but I think something around like a week, or I can't remember how long. Like, I actually didn't Google anything. It's just something that I know personally. They can basically occupy that place, and then the police can't kick them out because of the rights. So they need to stay there for like a prolonged period of time, and police can't do anything. So, and for example, I've been to one squat rave in my life, which was amazing. I loved it.
Where did you went?
It was in London. It was in London. I will not tell you for the life of me the place. I can't remember. It was in some kind of an abandoned warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Where we stayed outside for like about 2 hours just to get in. There is like the security that was there is not like a paid security. It's just some
But
guys.
do you pay for pay for
Yeah,
the
so
insurance?
so normally squat raves are supposed to be free.
Yeah.
The one that we went to, it was £10 cash on door. I have no idea. It was very, very big.
So
And
it's kind of legal, but it's not.
no, it's completely illegal. There's no toilets.
But
No
police can't
security.
do anything about it.
No, they can't go in because obviously, like,
So it's
for
like
every police officer in UK, so for every I don't know how it works, but apparently because there's not enough police officers, and there's like the people that were there were so many people that the police can't really do anything because it's not enough of them. So they can't, like, they can only prosecute if they see that something bad is happening. So they can't even go inside because, again, squatters have rights. It's never gonna happen in Latvia.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
This one, I think if the police would find out about something, they
Yes.
would like shut down straight away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, and I mean, not unfortunately actually, but in the UK, they can't really do anything. So you go inside, there's no bar. I mean, there was kind of a bar, which was very
You can
interesting.
take your own drinks if you want.
Yeah, like you can do whatever you want. The music that was there, it was really weird. It was kind of like techno, gabberish, trance. I have no idea what was it. It was just weird vibes. Upstairs, which was funny, they were selling their artwork and stuff that like just people were making. I literally do not
So
know where I have
cute.
been.
It's really cute.
Yeah, and then, but I think this is like one of the those guys just kind of, they made like their own brand, and then they travel around the UK and just do squat raves, like whatever. But basically what it is like you find a place, you move in there, wait until somebody is not gonna kick you out, and then you can party there.
Okay.
And basically, yeah, I think this is very, very underground. And then I think, so like for me, for example, you can't do it mainstream because mainstream is basically like it's also like selling tickets to the event, because most of the underground events are kind of
For free, yes.
because then you don't do it for the purpose of earning money. You kind of do it for the purpose of the community and people.
That's why I say like I think for each person underground is something else. You know, for someone underground will be like that you can sell the tickets and like, you know, you can promote it in social media. For some it will gonna be okay, underground. For me it's like you don't promote it. You just send in like, I don't know, in Telegram chats, like location.
Well, I wanted to say Telegram chat, but I was like, is that promoting?
Actually, you know, I remembered, like, we went to casting. Basically, me and Diana were gonna be in a rave movie, like in a rave scene. I don't know if it's actually a rave movie, most likely not, but there is a scene in this movie where we're like in a rave. And we met this girl, and she told that in Latvia there is like some underground event where they say the location in Telegram channel, and they even don't let the people to like smoke outside there. So if you go in, you stay there. If you want to go out, you can't go like anymore back. And the event is for free. And basically, it's not possible to like get there if you're not like in this community channel. There's no any other way. They're not promoting it. They don't even say what are the lineup, what are the DJs playing there. You never know. You can just go there and then you see.
This is basically the same as squat rave.
But it was
Like,
really
it's absolutely
interesting
the
because
same.
I haven't heard anything about it like before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because
Really cool.
every squat rave as well, you will never find out about it from any social media. There's like a Telegram chat that like you need to know somebody in order to be able to go there. Like you can't just be like a random person because you have to know somebody to get there. So
But,
it's kind of the same.
Okay, but what is the difference between then underground and squat rave?
Squat rave is underground, I
It's
think.
just
It's like
it's just
basically
underground. Okay.
it's just the name of the raves and stuff that
Yeah.
they just make.
Okay, that's cool.
It's just because we don't in Latvia or Baltics or whatever, we don't really have squat rights, so that's how you just name it in UK. It's not just like warehouses or whatever. It's forest raves. It's I don't know, like under the bridge. I know there was one. Somebody told me in Latvia there was something in like abandoned ruins. They were doing raves there, or like the bunker.
In Latvia?
Yes, but they stopped doing it because like the I think police found them and they just they shut it down.
I remember that there were.
I had this conversation with somebody.
I remember last year there was like a really, really high topic when people talked about one festival.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the festival's name, but it actually happened. And then, I don't know, someone sent the police there. And basically they were like going with dogs in a dance floor, you know. And the vibe was just down to everyone. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's just really weird to do that because people are just, you know,
Just
having a good
heads.
time and just raving there and not like doing anything bad to others. So, yeah. But there was like a really high topic about it, I remember. But actually, we also have a guest in this episode, right?
Yes, we have an amazing guest
We have an amazing guest who will
that is
gonna explain to us what is underground.
and we're gonna explain to him what is mainstream.
Yes, what is mainstream because he has a lot less knowledge than us in mainstream, but we have less knowledge in underground. So I think the conversations are gonna be interesting.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So tell us about yourself, in detail.
In detail. Yeah. Well, actually, first of all, my name is Renas. Yeah, I'm one of the members of the underground movement called Nometne.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it has ceased to exist, but I came today here to talk about it, like what was my perspective, what underground movement means to me, and what's the main difference, and yeah.
What was your like first rave? It was underground or mainstream?
Underground.
Underground.
Because it was already 8 or 7 years ago, and I was introduced with the raves by my good buddy Kalvis, aka Abstract. He's also an underground DJ, and he offered me, hey, maybe you want to go with me to see something else, because until then my understanding about the rave was zero. I was literally, as an average Joe, I was just going to the Old Riga to party, you know, and then to the nightclubs.
Have been there, done that, no?
Yes, and actually that's one of the reasons why I have understood that each time when I was also going out to partying, I was getting some sort of, I would say, fun, but I didn't get the joy. And each time I was like thinking like, what I'm missing here. And as soon as first time as I stepped inside the real underground rave, I would like to say, everything changed, and I understood, okay, starting with this day, I will never ever go back to the nightclubs and so on.
But it was like, what kind of genre? Like techno drum and bass, or you don't
It
remember?
was actually no. Actually, it was literally mix of everything.
Oh, okay,
because
great.
there was
that's,
like this-
That's super cool to have like this first experience in like different genres.
Because there was this like free stage, and there was everyone was playing as they wish, as an underground.
But where was it? Like you say underground, was it in like a forest, in like warehouse? Where was
That's
it?
a good question.
It's the same place, like in which it's called Nometne. Like that's the same place where later I was also going to get involved, and I'm going to become one of the members. Because during that time, they just offered me to come here as a guest just to see it, and they understand. Okay, this guy is also, how to say, carrying some sort of potential, that he's also could become a valuable asset to the team, and it was at the same location. The location is for the Nometne was in Riga. It was a small backstory. It was like an old abandoned Soviet Union military base, which was built in the Soviet times. There was this military base complex which was built in the woods.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Really.
and next to it was also I would say like kids summer camp house, like pretty simple, an old Soviet building, like.
But it was abandoned as well.
Yeah, it was abandoned. How do we get in there? Like before that, one of my good friends, Edita, which was the only girl in our team, which was also one of the people behind the Nometne Rave community. She get the rights to work in this section, but not fully, to use these premises as for the raves. Like, we were doing it, but
it wasn't really allowed, yeah.
We were trying not to push any boundaries or to break any laws, but we were
was a bit illegal, let's say.
Yeah,
a bit
illegal.
On the verge.
Yeah.
Besides from that, the building itself, it was, as I already mentioned, abandoned for many years. And then we decided that we're going to decorate each room with some sort of different topic. And then.
Okay. Sounds really great.
What do you mean by different topic?
Well, it's hard to explain like as a whole what was Nometne. You just have to see it for yourself, because
we can't.
Yeah,
we can't anymore. Can you make it? Again?
I think we can. Actually, we can do it, but
there's a potential.
There is a certain potential, because I know a person who might get us in, but what I was.
It's gonna plan now.
Yeah.
It's gonna. Who wanted us to organize events? Let's go.
And speaking about that there was different topic for each each room. For example, as I already mentioned, it was like one story building. It was like with one straight long corridor, and on each side there were rooms. For example, for the first room, it was like more like I would say relaxation zone after you have already jumped for more than an hour to someone's set. Then you can come here, play some video games, or usually we were also putting a projector.
Sorry, you had video games there as well.
Yeah.
Did you have anything more besides like stages and video games? Do you have like, I don't know,
kitchen,
art room, for example, or something like that? I don't know.
Actually, we didn't have like this dedicated room, but we had one really great graffiti artist who was coming and decorating each, each wall, even outside, inside. Like, as already previously showed the video, he was also one responsible for all of these fluorescent graffitis, which were reflecting, the light in the room. And he was one behind them. And he's also a well-known graffiti artist in Latvia, and he was also interested to coming here. And
okay.
And about other rooms, there's a lot to talk about, but just to briefly run over. So the main attraction points was the main stage. It was called Closet, or in Latvian Skapis. Why is it called like that? Because when you're going through the corridor, you just see at one side like this closet. You cannot like literally tell that there's some sort of an entrance that you can go inside. And as soon as you open the closet doors, we cut the hole through. And actually you can go inside the next room, and it was the main stage.
It's like a
That's so
speakeasy,
cool.
you know?
Yeah, that was one of the places. And
Wait, did you told me at the event about something about refrigerator as well?
yes,
You did the okay. Tell it.
that's the
Yep.
okay. That's the next room. When we actually, the closet was the first room. It was before me that they already created it. And then I came together with my friend and we were thinking, how can we beat this room, you know, do something even more like cooler. And then we decided, hey, we have this old refrigerator and we didn't want to, how to say, take it to the recycling site and so on. We just trying to get some sort of use of it. We were like, hey, let's cut at the other end, let's cut a hole.
I really want
place-
to understand the logistics. Like, how the hell did you cut a hole in a fridge?
Yeah. What did you use?
What?
With a cutting saw.
Yes. You don't know? A cutting saw.
Yeah, it's easy. And then and in this room also we designed all of the walls with different paintings. And after that we said, okay, it isn't enough. And we made like I think it would be a bit smaller room than this. And we decided, hey, let's make a second floor in this room. And besides from that, we later when we created the second floor in the room so people could chill at the first floor and on the second. And then we decided, hey, maybe let's cut another hole in the wall to, connect two different rooms. And yeah, you just have to see it.
Wow.
There was a lot of things happening there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why did you like? Why are you not making anymore? Moment now. Like what happened? Like
Well, unfortunately, as for many, I think, great things that are happening, it also had to end it, but it was ended by authorities, I would say.
oh,
Because actually it wasn't even regarding the events that happened at this building, but it was the things that were happening next to it, which weren't literally connected with us, and it did draw attention. And we're like, something is even happening here. Okay, you have to move out, and this building is going to get demolished. But until this day, the building is still standing and everything's there.
okay, but like what happened outside?
What happened outside?
Yes.
It's a long story, but it's not even related to the to the rave topic. But yeah, it wasn't regarding us. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think that that place is like gone forever?
unfortunately, yes. Because we were also trying to ask them for some sort of, for the property owners, we're trying to communicate, hey, maybe we can stay here with smaller events and so on, but they said no, you just have to fully leave it, and that's it. And actually, that's another thing why we were also trying to keep it underground, so it doesn't attract as much as attention, and yeah.
But how did you like announce this event? I'm really interested. Like, did you use any social media or chats or?
It was fully underground. It was literally
It was
like
through
friends
your
of friends of friends.
Yes.
Friends telling friends and their friends telling their friends and.
exactly, but still
Okay.
there wasn't any, I would say, like random people. Like, for example, everyone knows
There was
each
an
other.
application form that you had to fill out, like
No.
a 3-month probation.
No, not that. I would say more, we were trying to keep it as sacred, as in movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, that only certain people know about it. And because as far as I have been to many different raves in Latvia, the one thing that I have seen the most, as soon as it reaches this, spot and it's becoming mainstream, usually there tend to come some sort of people that are not fully into it and are
We agree to this, yeah.
I don't know how to say, party pooping, like they are, yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's the thing what I don't like about mainstream events because I mean, we have received also a lot of messages from the ravers like saying that, oh, in this place, they're going like it's a cool really event, but people who go there sometimes do not go there because of the music. They don't go there because of the artist, but they go there for different purposes. For example, like touching girls or something like that. So that's really sad, I think, because yeah, definitely think that maybe organizers could do a lot more about it.
True.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's also one of the reasons, just to getting a step back, when you were asking me, I think you both asked me, like, how did I find myself even at the raves? Because until that point, as I already mentioned, I didn't know anything about it. The only thing that I knew was already during the middle school. How do I know that I like this certain stuff? But I was afraid to say it to anyone because, 15, I would say even 20 years ago already, like this sort of music that's already right now become like the mainstream. Then it was like, at least in the school where I was learning and in my community, it was more like for music for the outsiders or for the, I would say, junkies,
But I had the same at my age, and I don't think you're much older than me. I don't know, how old are you?
29.
29. Well, I'm 24.
Yeah.
So I had the same. People never understood, like, the fact that I can listen to dubstep, like, full blast in my headphones. They thought, like, what is this? Like, that's not normal music,
True, because actually already in the middle school, I was also heavily listening to drum and bass, but not how to say, I wouldn't say the mainstream, not the mainstream one. For example, I wasn't listening to some sort of Sub Focus or so on.
I don't also think that back in the day, drum and bass even was mainstream.
It wasn't mainstream.
It wasn't.
No,
It was-
it wasn't. That's the
That's
thing
the
that I'm
thing,
trying to
yes,
say,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I was listening to drum and bass.
Yeah.
For example, okay, the mainstream thing was Prodigy, but still, I was scared.
Would you call them mainstream though?
But at the start, no, they weren't.
Because all of them, to be fair, like
They all have started in underground.
yeah.
True, but the thing that I was trying to say, like, I was listening also to drum and bass, to Prodigy, also to different types of techno already in the middle school. But I was afraid to tell to somebody, hey, I like this type of music, because they would
But I
think
had
that
the
I'm a
same.
bit
But I had
weirdo,
the same. But I had the same. Yeah, I never.
Really?
Yeah,
I have never experienced
because
this.
because you lived in
No. Like I lived in here. I mean, I
Here?
lived in Latvia as well. We
But-
don't.
till what age?
No, I moved when I was 15,
Okay.
and I used to listen to drum and bass.
But you listened to drum and bass.
I used to listen. Yes, I used to dance to drum and bass. I used to dance hardstyle, and we used to all listen to hardstyle drum and bass and all of
That's
this
really.
music.
I think you.
And
get
we have
lucky.
never been judged by the music that we listen
But
to.
also, I think that's the fact, because I didn't grow up in the city. I grew up in like a really small village, and the people are, more closed community there. And I remember most of the people with who I went to school, they listened literally to rap. Like it was the it was the main.
It was also my
Yeah.
cover up.
Yeah.
I was also telling to everyone, hey, I'm just listening to the old school hip hop, and that's all.
Yeah. But over time, I actually understood that I'm not happy listening like to the stuff that others listen. And then I had like some few friends who also liked stuff when I showed them, because I was like, okay, maybe I should, show the music what I listen to.
True, but yeah, just to get back to the point, I would say that it was a problem as a whole in our society, because if we're speaking even about elderly people, they're thinking if you have the tattoos, okay, most likely you have been in prison or related with gangs or so on,
I know what you mean. Listen, I literally had my neighbor. My neighbor came to me, knocking on the door, and he told me that basically I was practicing at home, and obviously I play drum and bass. And he knocked on my door, and he was like, "I've lived in Netherlands. I know what you do with this kind of music."
Yep.
I was like, "Bro,
It was like
it's the
recently.
middle of the day."
It was recently.
It was like a month ago, I think.
What? Oh my god.
It was a
People
month
still-
ago, yeah, and it was like it would never happen to me in the UK, but it was here, and it was like, the guy, he then like approached me on the street, and he was saying to me like, well, yeah, like all you do there is take whatever, so like, and I was like, sure. Of course,
Well,
because obviously this is not about music.
Yeah, and this is all about other stuff. Yeah.
well, that's the thing that I was also afraid of, being judged,
Yes.
because that's unfortunately how our community is working. If you're trying to get outside of the box, then you're going to
get
get
judged.
judged. Exactly, and that was the thing. With the first day, as I first stepped inside of the rave, I understood, okay, this is completely different. This is what I was searching for, that I can express myself how I literally feel. The people, they are not judging anyone. You can dress how you want. You can play what you want in terms of, in music and as well. But yeah, as soon as I stepped in, it literally changed my
I
life.
feel this is so bad. Like it's like I see it in all the Baltics because like you can't even now when I moved back, you people here they're so scared to be judged and like
Yes.
and I came back from a country where you literally can go to a shop in slippers and a dressing gown and no one gives a so and it's just very weird here. You need to like put 10 layers of makeup just to take like just
But
to
I
take
think-
trash to the bin.
Yeah, I think the worst part is that people are afraid of being judged, but they also judge those who are trying to get outside, you know? And it's really noticeable, like, because I know that for me, from my experience, I have had this like so many times, but before that, I just like didn't understood that I need to accept it as a thing that it's like normal to have like the things that people will gonna judge you. You just need to accept it.
True. Well, same as with the resurrection rave 2 weeks ago. From the side, people could think, I think this guy is on something, you know, he's mad in his head.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was my friend's first commercial rave, mainstream one, I would like to say it. And I was just in fully embracing it, just letting it go. Just took off my shirt and I was
Because
dancing
why
with
not?
other.
So
Exactly.
for you, the resurrection rave is that like mainstream or underground?
Definitely mainstream.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Why would you? So what is it for you? Like, what is the difference between underground and mainstream?
Well, I would say as soon as the rave steps into commercializing itself, like promoting itself through different channels, with thinking of making profit of it, I think as soon as becomes like the mainstream one. And the main difference is, for example, also for us in Nuometne, why we are proudly calling ourselves underground. Not because only we were just certain people were knowing about it and nobody else, but also that we all came together as friends with the shared common interest that we want to show like how we see world and what for us is like a real rave. Because even nowadays, if you would walk outside on the street and ask 10 people what rave means for you, they would mostly say, yeah, it's techno or electro, high, I don't know, high BPMs.
I think that
and-
would be the best case scenario.
Yeah, true. But actually,
We know it's not going to be, but yeah.
but actually, as far as I have been in the underground scene and also talked to many different Latvian, I would say DJs, how to say forefathers that were, how to say, building it from scratch. For example, as one is Mixmaster AG. He's also playing vinyls, and he's also one of the the coolest DJs I have seen and talked to. He also explained me the thing with the raves is that at the beginning it was like protest against, I would say, the society. When you are not
Yes.
trying to fit inside of the box, you're going to express yourself. You're showing, no, I'm not like the others, you know, that are all dressing in the suits and so on. I want to be different. And as well as also, rave doesn't only consist of techno or electro, because also in our raves, for example, we also had people coming playing on MIDI controllers, creating beats from literally scratch.
Yeah.
We also had one girl who was singing, and she was also mixing together, and as well as also was one guy playing guitar. Or I have even heard in the raves like Latvian reggae. Like, come on, how underground can it go even further? Like Latvian reggae. I didn't know it's something
We
like
have
that.
reggae in Latvia.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I have heard Latvian reggae. I know.
Well, but
I
I
have
wouldn't even. Maybe you've heard. I think Horenstop, but
Yes.
that's the mainstream one. But there is literally
But there is also underground.
yes,
one,
layers beneath it, and I was also impressed. And rave as a whole is, yeah, the way how you express yourself. For example, we also have friends that helped us. They weren't playing music, but they were decorating the walls and so on. So I think rave as a whole is a way of life, I would
Yes.
describe.
My home is the rave.
I actually
Yeah.
watched one video today about how the guy sees what is rave to him, and he told that he was going constantly to raves to have this feeling, you know, that he's accepted and he can be who he wants to be and everything. And he understood later that he's getting this feeling only at the raves. And then he was like thinking, okay, how I can get this feeling nonstop every day. And yeah, it's just really interesting that people sometimes go to raves to escape their real life, but maybe the purpose is to actually feel this feeling every day. So you need to kind of like find the answer, how you can do it like every day and how you can feel this way.
I think until the Nometne raves, I have never met as much as interesting in certain ways people, because in the raves you could, yeah, it's quite interesting what sort of people can you meet and talk to them and then yeah, even understand how they are going through the life and how we all are ending up at this place. But also another thing that I really like to mention regarding these raves, what separates them. In all of these underground raves that I have been, I have never seen any sort of fights.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
That's the best thing, you know.
All
You go to
people-
the club and they just fighting there and you're like, I don't want to be
I literally
here.
the first rave in the old city
So
here.
terrible.
I came back from UK. Obviously, like people in the UK don't fight because they're I'm not gonna say wussies, but anyway. But in Latvia, obviously, like I knew that the moment you step your foot into a club, you're like everyone's fighting, everyone's like whatever. Like
Yes.
I don't go to the clubs here, so I went to like an underground in my eyes club, and then it was maybe like my second or third ever rave in Latvia. And then like there was a guy who was trying to have a go at one of my friends, and he was trying to get into a fight, and I was just standing there, and there was a girl that's standing next to me listening to drum and bass on her phone, and I was just standing there thinking like, what are you doing, man? Like, just chill out.
True.
Go and listen to some music, and there's no reason to fight. So but yeah, completely agree in the raves. But also I will make a point that sometimes in the squat rave that I've been to, the end there was like a lot of ambulances because someone brought a machete to the rave, and it also happens quite often.
Actually, another thing about Nometne,
wow.
which we were proud of,
That's
that
crazy.
you could during like in Nometne we also had this like seasons, I would like to call them. During the summer we had this like outside stage. It was all also located in the woods. We were putting up like these tents, bringing out sofas, decorating the wood with lasers. We also have a couple of friends that are good with handcrafting. They were crafting like these like mushrooms and stuff, you know, and placing them in wood so it looks like cooler. And during the daytime, even at our raves, for example, even different DJs, they were coming with their family, with their kids, dogs and stuff, and everyone could just roam around, and you definitely know that nothing bad could happen, because the difference between also the mainstream raves and these underground, because in these underground raves it's like completely different feeling.
Yeah, no one's gonna walk around with a machete, so
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot to tell you this.
Well,
This is crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have never
Lori-
experienced it. But you know, once I played at a really, really underground rave, and it was in the woods.
Huh.
And one guy just dropped me a location, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to go there." And I was like driving with my car, and then we went at least a kilometer or 2 kilometers with foot through the woods in the night. It was just, it was a bit scary. But yeah, one guy did a salto in my performance. He was just, you know,
Just flipping around.
Yeah, just flipping randomly around. I was like, okay, that's interesting.
So you played in a forest.
Yes, I played once in a forest, yes.
So a guy messaged you in the middle of the night asking to come and play,
Yes.
and you went in the middle of the night to the forest,
Yes.
walked 2 kilometers.
Yes. I mean, I didn't know that it
You
was
are
gonna
so
be,
trustworthy.
but I didn't know. I mean, I obviously knew the person, but I didn't know that it was gonna be like 2 kilometers away from the, from the road. I mean, I didn't know.
I'd say that's
But,
underground.
But it was really interesting, yeah. But also, I was kind of afraid about the fact that some new people there were really like not on best how to say
Behavior?
yes yes yes.
But what was the attendance like? How many people did show up?
It's hard to say because it was dark. But I would say like maybe 30 people.
Still.
That's a good amount of people for
30
an
people.
underground
And
forest rave.
it was so hard to play because there wasn't any light, and literally my friend was like standing next to me with the flashlight and the phone, and I was mixing because I couldn't see anything. Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. And the decks also didn't work properly, so it was really interesting experience. Yeah.
Yeah, by seeing actually in Nometne we also had this one event on which one girl showed up. Later during the event, we got an information that she was as a wanted person by Europe, the Interpol. Yes, but at the end of the day, she turned herself in and she's in the jail. But still, it wasn't like anything that. But
Oh my god, this
Yes.
is just crazy. But like, if we started to talk about this topic, like, maybe you can say about some crazy experiences, like,
at Nometne,
I mean, in general,
In
what you
general.
have experienced. Also, maybe in Nometne, I don't know.
well, crazy like stuff. Well, I have seen a lot of stuff that you cannot, how to say, openly say on camera, but
Why?
it's just a part of the rave community, and these are the things that what happens at rave stays at rave.
Okay.
You're not speaking like the same about like the Fight Club, but the crazy stuff.
I told you a story about the machete. Like
Yes,
I get at least
like-
one.
At
Well-
least one story. Come on, say something.
Well, true. Actually, the one like I wouldn't say it as a crazy story, but more as like mind-blowing story. So we
Okay.
had this one event. There was this like imagine like the guy even taller than me and even bulkier than me,
Okay.
and he shows up as dressed as a queer. Like in the how to say with long hair, in a
Okay.
dress and everything, even
Drag
with the,
queen.
yeah, even with no, but he wasn't looking like a drag queen. He was like
So he wasn't a drag queen.
how to say, he was like a guy dressed in a dress with long
Okay.
hair and with the lips, but he wasn't like because usually as
He
far
wasn't
as,
like a I think drag queens is like performers.
but no, he wasn't like with this heavy makeup.
Yeah.
No, he was like with a little bit of makeup.
Okay.
And I was talking to him because I found it, as in raves, I found it interesting just to communicate with these sort of
Yeah.
people. And as it is underground rave, there aren't many people. And we were speaking. He's like a really cool dude. And I asked him at the end, like, I hope this isn't like, how to say, a really private thing to you, but do you like guys or girls? And he said, no, I like girls. And by dressing this in raves, I have had like many, many, many girls. And I was like, what the heck? Like, yeah.
So that's weird.
Yeah, but
So
no,
some girls are really into this. I
into it.
guess.
Yeah, and actually that I was also like, and yeah, the way how he moved around, he was looking like it was a bit hilarious, but
But
still
he danced also like a lady or like a man.
a bit like a man, But it was one of those. Another one was, I remember that also there was this one party when our friend Edita, which is part of our Nometne member team, she was playing music at Fukushima, and we were maybe if you've been right to Fukushima.
Yes.
Remember there was this treehouse, the second
Yes.
floor. Yes, so we were playing in the treehouse, and at the first floor there was literally a guy also without a shirt. It wasn't me. I don't know on what he was on, but he was having a really good time, and literally for more than an hour he was just dead eye staring and like literally on the place dancing, and then
But he was staring at you, or?
no at Edith as she was
Ah.
mixing, and it was it was hilarious. But yeah, I think also many different stuff has happened. For example, during one event, I took for a rent like this professional smoke machine, like the huge one, because we are also usually like to put a little bit of smoke through all of the premises inside. So
Yeah.
it gives also additional vibe.
Misty
Yes,
vibe. Yeah,
yes,
I
yes,
like
yes.
it. Yeah.
And I remember that even the technician who handed me out this smoke machine, he said, "Do not turn the volume on the maximum, because trust me, all building is going to get trashed." And I said, okay. As soon as we brought the smoke
As
machine,
soon as I came out of there,
actually, it's going to be like that. But as soon as I placed the smoke machine on the main stage, so the DJ, can press the button time after time. We've even glued over the protection so they don't touch the volume button. Someone already after an hour has ripped it up and pressed it to the max. But we found it out quite early, and the room wasn't already full with the smoke. I think after already half an hour, I went outside for a bit, and one of my friends is coming saying, "Hey, Renars, we have an issue. Go inside." I remember I literally walk inside, and whole building, like everything is in
You
smoke.
just don't see anything.
You can't see nothing. And we were literally walking like this. And I remember just to find the entrance through the closet, because that was the only entrance how to get inside of the...
Imagine there's like a mist and you're looking for a closet.
Yes, and I remember, I walked inside.
What if you opened the wrong closet?
Luckily, it was the only one in the corridor, and besides from the refrigerator. But I remember that we walk inside in the main stage. Imagine, all room was also full with lasers, but you cannot see nothing. You just hear the sound. And you try to find the DJ. We're just trying to get to him. And I remember the DJ, he was also, already feeling himself a bit too happy. And he just turned and cranked to the max, and he was, "Yeah, right? The smoke is good." And I was like, "Nah, man.
the smoke is good.
Got it." But also people were laughing about it, because also in the main corridor, we had this like red LED strips, and together with the smoke, it looked like from the Stranger Things, the intro. Yeah, but well, yeah, it was
Perfect rave.
Has any happened interesting to you at the rave?
I'm not gonna beat this story.
I will not gonna beat it as well. I'm also thinking, I don't know what that extra interesting have happened. Well,
I really need to think about it, because like I've been to a lot of raves, but it's
I think we need to go more to underground
definitely.
to experience.
well,
this
if
kind of
they're
stuff.
gonna start making undergrounds, then maybe we'll go there.
Yeah.
Well, right now we are trying, to support as much as we can. DJ named Choto. He's the person behind the Resurrection Rave.
Uh-huh.
And that was the same place where I met you both.
Where we met,
Yeah, exactly. And then so we are also trying to support him as much as we can there, but definitely that is not our main goal to push it through, because right now after Nometna ended, we had this like period of grief, because as soon as we got kicked out of there, it was a bit sad, but still we recovered.
When did this happen? Was it quite
3 years ago actually already.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even had the chance to be there.
You're still grieving.
No, we
I
already
think not
got it
anymore.
through. Yeah, I
You
just
stopped
understand.
crying in the morning. Yeah. that's
True,
fine.
true. Just remembering it once in a while, but we already managed to get it through, and right now we are having our, I would say, like small local mini raves, but those are definitely like friends and family type of beat, because now and then maybe someone is offering us to play somewhere. As I already previously mentioned, we are playing sometimes at Rumu, Kari, also at the beach at Vatsaki, a place called Mirs. There's also sometimes I'm also playing house music, and yeah.
Okay. But like, you have all these experiences in the underground rave scene in Latvia. Have you had like these experiences also, for example, in Lithuania? Because I see that you have had some in Estonia as well. But have you had any experiences in Lithuania?
Unfortunately not, but I have heard also about the community that they are pushing because
They're so closed. It's really hard to get there. I'm serious.
about about
It's
certain
hard,
raves
yes,
or as a whole.
It's hard to just
Push through it to
go-
the community,
go
basically.
to basically this to get even to this community. They're really like, I would say, strict, and yeah, it's really hard to go to events there.
Because I think in Lithuania they are mostly, as far as I have heard from my friends and they have visited, they are mostly into these sort of forest raves, you know, something similar like Yaga
Not
gathering.
not only, but yeah, also I have heard.
And yeah, so they are actually, I would even say, like a step ahead of what's happening here in Latvia, even regarding
With underground for sure,
yeah.
100%. But they have less mainstream. They have less mainstream, and they have more underground.
True. Well, actually, I would say that right now, Riga, Latvia is definitely, if we're speaking about the Baltics, they are at the forefront regarding the quantity of raves and as a whole. Because in Estonia,
You think so?
I don't think so.
you think that the Estonians even have more?
Yes, because what we have seen, like, because I have traveled to there like last 2 years, and I have seen the crowds what they have, and it's not like even close to what we have.
But they are, I think, how to say, heavily involved mostly in the techno, electro.
No, because they have also drum and bass there, and they have also hardstyle. They have hardstyle raves there, and yeah, I don't know. I just think they're
Estonia has a bit, I think Estonians have a bit more than we have, and then we have more than Lithuania.
yes.
In terms of mainstream. I have no
Yes.
idea about underground.
But in terms of underground, I'm so 100% sure that Lithuania is in front of us. So it's yeah.
But regarding the mainstream, how do you think? When did it start to involve? Because I think it has started to happen, like these many different raves in Riga started to appear, I think, after the pandemic. Because until the pandemic, as far as I remember, there weren't
agree.
that many. Like,
I agree. I actually don't know what was before the pandemic. I'm not sure because I stepped in literally after the pandemic.
I think it all started after the pandemic, you know, so
Yeah.
I think just before was mainly, I don't even remember when
I don't
used
even
to come
know.
here. I used to come here just for like clubs and whatever.
Yeah,
And for
because I
some-
was also going to clubs. I didn't know about any events.
because yeah, also I remember that before the pandemic, we had the same, like, someone told someone, hey, there's going to be a
Yeah.
rave. And then we just how to say, we're gathering at the place because right now there are apps, like even each week, like for example, even during the May, I think even each weekend there was some sort of a rave right now
Yes.
happening.
Yes.
So yeah, that's already shows a lot because yeah, I think
We don't have it. We don't have every day, but we
Yeah.
do have every week something is happening, which I think is amazing because before there was not a lot.
Yeah, I agree because people get more chance to experience raves. The one thing that I don't like is that in these days people start to call any events as raves. And I don't really like it because I don't know, it's just so commercial because people understand that raves in these days are popular, and they just make event and then they just say, oh, it's a rave, but it's not a rave because I don't really, I couldn't really say that, if DJ is playing house club music, it's a rave. I mean,
True.
like,
True.
what do you mean? Club music and rave is like different things.
And I would say that that is also one of the things that for me stands out, like why I would never, how to say, sell myself and
It's not a
and
sellout.
yeah, and would go over to the mainstream because you see, when you're already getting into the mainstream, there are some sort of boundaries that you cannot push. There are some sort of guidelines of what sort of music can you play. Even for example, if you're playing, I don't know, even drum and bass, like there's going to be, hey, do not do that or that. You don't have this like full freedom as in underground rave that you can express yourself as you wish.
So
musically.
you would never play in a drum and bass mainstream event?
Never say never, but
You just said it. Kinda. You said
yeah, true. But
you would never sell yourself. You just
I would
said
never
it.
sell out. Like it's the same thing that we have in our friend group. Even for me, once one lady offered me for 50 euros to switch song. I said no. Like I'm not a sellout, because once you sell yourself out, then it's
Okay, I have never played song requests. Never ever in my life, and I would never do that.
Yeah, but I think like what he means is more like, for example, we had this conversation about when you played. We had this conversation about what songs you can play at your set. So, for example, when you played at Let It Roll, and I asked you
Yes.
like, have you played anyone who was on the lineup? And you were
Yes.
like, no.
No,
And-
it's a rule you can't really.
And then
Yeah.
like in the underground scene, for example, I don't think anyone gives a shit.
But it's also because there are no headliners.
yeah.
In underground, you don't have headliners. You just go and there's like some DJs who you don't even know. You haven't heard about them really.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it.
Yes, but me personally, as a DJ who has like been already in mainstream, it's impossible to move back as underground. I could switch maybe, but it's not. It will never gonna be the same because people already have noticed me, like in the drum and bass scene, ravers, or also in the techno scene.
Yeah.
It's like I will never gonna move back with that. So yeah.
Just because people know who you are.
Yes, they have noticed me.
And do you think that's like a reason that
I
you can't
mean-
be like you're
I mean, he
basically
said
now a
it.
commercial DJ?
I mean, he said it. And it's also kind of true that, when you play at commercial place, you're selling yourself.
Well,
So, yeah, people already notice you.
well, it's not. Yeah. What I was trying to say, it's like it wouldn't be that easy to.
I mean, I can put a mask in any day.
True, but the thing that I was trying to say is that not like by selling yourself, but by becoming mainstream, it already, at least for me, destroys this beauty of an underground. So because as soon as you become mainstream, it's your event is going to get promoted everywhere. If it's a bigger event, there's going to be sponsors, and if there's sponsors, they're also having their like questions like, hey, what sort of music is going to be? What is the concept together as a whole? There are these guidelines and boundaries that different. Sometimes it already loses its privilege of being a rave, exactly, or an essence. So it's not like anymore an underground where people come together to express themselves and to feel free fully.
Yeah.
But what,
I
for
agree.
example, okay, so I've been to an event I also had this conversation. I have a lot of conversations actually. So I've been to the event in Birmingham, and the concept of that rave was one guy started it, or few guys started it off as something that they were like doing for themselves, kind of underground.
As friends, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of underground, but obviously because they knew DJs like bigger DJs and whatever, they were always in that sort of bubble, and then they started getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. But now, with the event that I was at, it wasn't like you can say maybe it was mainstream, but also I think it was kind of half and half because. Like I say, maybe 20 to 30% of those DJs, you have no idea who they are. Like, who are you? Never heard of them, don't know who they are. And there was also like no headliner. Like, it was just basically like a DJ after a DJ and after a DJ. So I'm gonna give you 4 options that are gonna be related to rave culture, like electronic music, festivals, DJs, fashion, I feel like whatever. You must choose one option that will disappear forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna go through genres of music. I'm gonna start with you. So, drum and bass, techno, house, or trance.
France.
Okay. Hard techno, hardstyle, hardcore, trance.
Hardcore, easy. Easy.
Okay, we have jungle, drum and bass,
techno, or house?
I would say house.
I love that.
And he plays house
Yeah,
sometimes.
but actually it's easy to play house.
Yes.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Not sorry. So we have now subgenres: jungle, liquid, rollers, or neurofunk.
Oh my god. Jungle, liquid.
Rollers or neurofunk. One
I love
forever.
liquid. Okay, I will say neurofunk.
That's true.
I will say neurofunk,
My
yes.
girl. Hard groove, industrial techno, trance, hard techno.
Trance.
Trance.
Trance. Sorry. Wait. Okay. I would say hard techno.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, industrial techno and hard techno are kind of on the same line, no?
They're similar, but there are differences.
It's true. Yeah.
Okay, this one's gonna be easy for you. Jump up, liquid, dance floor, neurofunk.
Jump up.
I knew it. So we're going next to venues.
All right.
It's gonna be interesting probably for you. Warehouse is gonna be actually really easy. Warehouse, forest, club, or festival?
Actually, festival.
Really?
Yes.
No, I want to know the reason why you left the club there.
Like club, it's like this, I would say like a smaller space, more intimate, because in the festival, it's like okay, I would say even in the club, people come and go, but for the club, there's this one, I would say certain like party or a rave, then I would better choose it over a festival. Like that is like, yeah.
What if a festival is in the forest?
Yeah, like like the Yaga in
Yeah.
Lithuania. Yeah, but still, I would prefer more than in this case that the club stays and then festival goes.
Beach party, boat party, warehouse rave, forest rave. I'm giving you hard ones.
This is a hard one, really. I mean, I have never been to forest raves.
You played there.
You told us.
I mean, not like on a event as a raver. I because
see.
I'm checking this as from the ravers' perspective, not from like DJing side. It's a hard one. Oh my god. I mean, I enjoyed both rave. It was amazing.
I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to choose.
Okay, I was just gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say beach.
Okay. Small underground club, arena event, open air festival, rooftop party.
I would say arena event. It has to go.
Okay. We're gonna go to rave essentials. Earplugs, portable charger, fan, sunglasses. Lori has something.
Portable charger. I don't care.
Lori will never take earplugs off.
I will never take earplugs off.
Portable charger. What if your phone dies?
I don't care. Probably I will gonna, I don't know.
Someone will help.
Someone will gonna help me to get
No,
home.
but then like nobody else will have portable charger because you just took
I
it
don't
off.
care. I will just gonna ask a guy or a girl to take me home and good. Yeah.
Okay, water bottle, power bank, wet wipes, or gum.
Gum stays. Water stays. Even in the resurrection rave, I was the one, handing out everybody the water. So everyone
You're the water guy.
the water guy, yeah.
But that's really nice.
Actually,
Yeah, I love
TRX
water guys.
TRX, so the DJ from the Netherlands, the
Yeah.
one girl who is also playing techno, she also reached out and said big thanks for handing out the water. But definitely, I would say I don't need the charger. I could. You mentioned, right, the charger,
Power bank, yeah.
power bank. I could literally leave my phone at the house and go to the rave. Like, I don't need it.
I'm gonna say like, don't ever take wet wipes away. Like you don't know the state of the toilets that I've been to at some of the places.
I'm happy that
I
I
know.
got.
I know.
Disgrace. Disgrace.
We're gonna go to DJs and artists right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you
Mhm.
first. Jason Status, Subfocus, Wilkinson, and DC.
Sorry, but I'm not really into Subfocus because for me it's like really I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Full Subfocus on what they seem so. Charlotte the Witt. I hope I say it right. Do you know who it is?
Charlotte Divide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amelie Lenz, Sarah Landry. I'm really bad at this. And Basewell.
Okay. I would say Emily Lance. Yeah. Because Sarah Landry is amazing. Yes.
I agree.
She's really mainstream now, but she also started in underground and she's amazing.
Okay. Boo, Headaches, Serum, Simula.
Boo. Like no. Sorry about that. I was just trying to express like Boo is in a godly tier, at least for me. I will go with Headaches.
Really?
No. I have been to his event. I also enjoyed it. If I have to
I
choose
will
from
never
these four,
gonna forgive you.
Why would you choose Serum or Simula? Like, that's crazy.
Okay.
Fine girl. Fisher, John Summit, Dom Dola, Chris Lake.
I would say Dom Dola.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna judge here.
I'm
I'm
not
not here to judge.
I think he's the most popular from the four that you named. Domdola, I think.
No, Chris Lake is really popular also. and
Isn't
Fisher,
John Summit like
Fisher
really
also,
and
popular
John
now?
Summit like also.
I think they're all on the same level of popularity, no?
I think the Fisher has the most, I think, these, how to say, clipped songs for the TikTok and Instagram and so on. I think he has these like, with these huge drops and so on.
So, Skrillex, Jason Status, Sarah Landry, Armin van Buren.
Actually, I don't know the both two which you called in the middle. Of course, I know Skrillex. I also really enjoyed his music. I was also heavily into.
You wanna
into
tell
dubstep.
me you don't know Jason Status?
Right now I cannot recall any of his songs.
What?
Yeah.
He doesn't know Jason Status and he's in the underground.
You're in the underground. Did you know? I really wanted to say this on the podcast.
Yeah, say.
There was like a news thing that I read yesterday or the day before. I'm really excited about this.
Okay.
So you know the new game, the oh my god, the James Bond game.
Yes, that came out recently.
Yeah. So they made basically Jason Status. They were really, really underground before. And basically, I'm gonna read this as well because it obviously no, okay, it's not on my phone, whatever. So they put them playing in like a club inside of the game, and they play their songs. And I think that's like the most amazing thing that ever happened to like the game industry,
Yeah, I also think so.
because obviously they were from like the deep underground. I've been listening to them since
Yeah, they're
I don't know, since I was like 14, 15. Last one, AMC, NDC, Friction, Randall.
what is the last one?
Randall.
Who's it?
You can take him off then if you don't know.
I don't
Is
know.
it German-based
I'm
DJ?
taking off. I don't
I
know.
think Randall also he's not alive anymore, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
We're gonna go to festivals. We're gonna
Quickly, yes.
okay. Tomorrowland, Boomtown, EDC, Rampage.
Wow, I have never been to any of those. As far as the only festival that I have been outside
But
of
have you
Europe
heard
was-
about them?
Yeah.
Well, you can choose.
I don't know. Like, I would say Tomorrowland is overhyped. Then I would go with it.
Okay.
It is.
Even as far as I have seen on Instagram, the reviews from the people.
I
like,
mean, it's really expensive. I think it's
overhyped.
turned really commercial.
Wait, didn't the Tomorrowland burn down, or was it a different event? Or
It
the main
was- yeah,
stage,
yeah,
everything
yeah,
burned
yeah,
down?
that was-
Boomtown as
that
well.
was-
I think they made Lionsgate because we were going there last year. So I think it burned down, and then they had to like make a new one in a few days.
mean, at least they did it. They did it.
Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't even know. I'm not sure. Did Tomorrowland as well? Did something burn down?
The main stage burned
Yeah.
down.
Ah.
Because it was all of synthetics and plastics, and it just literally
Yes.
everything went to the.
Okay.
Should be organic. Awakenings, Exit, Teletech, Untold.
I will say Teletech. Yep.
We're gonna do last two.
Mm-hmm.
Hospitality on the Beach, Liquidity, Let It Roll, Rampage.
Let it roll. Just because.
Just because she played there.
My heart just.
Just rip her heart
broke
out
my
already.
Sorry, I'm an underground dude.
Okay.
Time Warp, Awakenings, Rampage, Sonus.
I don't know Sonus.
I have no idea what that is.
So.
What do you mean you made this game? She doesn't even know.
No, actually, that's the songs I haven't even heard of it.
Okay.
So we're gonna take out Sonus.
Okay, I think that's enough for the game. Yeah. Thank you. It has been really a pleasure to talk with you about the underground. It was such a good spotlight in it because, I mean, I have been in the rave scene for a little bit more than 3 years. And I didn't even know about the stuff what you told what happened in Latvia.
I'm not sure that we teach you anything about mainstream, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
really,
don't know,
I'm
because
really
you
glad that
talk
we
so
learned.
much, you know?
I'm really glad that we
But in a
learned
good
so
way.
much.
Yeah.
In a good way, yeah. We learned a lot. And yeah, we can teach you behind the camera about the mainstream because we have done.
I think there's nothing to teach about mainstream anyway. I think
Yeah,
very
also.
straightforward.
That's right.
You've been to a mainstream event last year. It was great.
Even this year. 2 weeks
Even
ago.
this years it's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You've been to a lot because for you mainstream is basically maybe it's better for you to just explain to somebody who doesn't go to raves what is the difference for you between mainstream and underground in few words.
In a few words. So, what? Mainstream. Commercialized. A lot of different people. It's just my personal opinion. Usually I think about these commercial raves, it's more about your status and about, I don't know, how cool do you look and so on. Underground, it's more as a vibe, rawness that people are coming together with the shared common interest and yeah. And there is no money involved, just the pure love for the game.
okay.
Pure love for the community.
Yeah.
Pure love.
Thank you again. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, it was really, really cool. And yeah, guys, please follow us in all the socials and subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video, comment.
Share it with your friends, share it with your
Yes.
family, share it with your dog.
With your
We really
cats.
want this to be an amazing opportunity to speak about raves, community, about music. We really love what we're doing, and I hope that we're not going to finish this after 2 episodes. So,
Yeah, and we hope you like this concept. And yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
bye.